views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff and management of WWDB-TV.
Well, my girl's got the sweetest pussy.
Welcome to Sin City Bounty episode 420.
I mean, it's not all that.com. It's just SinCityBounty.com. But this high-ass bitch over here fucked up the intro.
Hey!
So then we're going to play a little game, and that little game is called Two of Us Are High, One of Us Is Not. And you'll get to guess who's who.
Well, that gave it away right there.
Yes,
Did that give it away? How did I give it away?
Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This show is going to have...
Some of us are making it easier than others.
This show is going to be completely pointless. Just an FYI. Hey, partners, I'm totally all up in the show. I need to...
So I want to start with, I'm a huge fan of conspiracy theories. I love them. I love hearing about them. I love hearing Earth flat people talk.
Flat Earth.
Flat Earth.
Flat Earth. Earth flat. Oh, jeez. How can I be the smart one tonight? How is this possible?
I love listening to people who believe that the moon landing was fake.
Oh, those are the best.
I love listening to people, because I want to believe. I love listening to people who believe that aliens created all of us, and I love them. Yeah, Johnny Fever?
Turn your microphone on.
My microphone's on.
Mm-hmm.
Is your
Okay.
microphone on?
Always.
Okay.
I don't know, you control the microphone.
I know. My favorite is the people who believe that aliens came here for a picnic, threw their garbage out,
And we're the garbage?
and we're the result.
Okay.
I can believe it.
No. Okay, so, like, we're not the only ones. That's just numerically, it's almost impossible. But when aliens drive by, they lock their doors and roll up their windows and say, "Don't get out at that universe or that solar system," because.
So there's I don't know if it's true, but 8 people in the Dominican Republic have died from drinking alcohol. Americans.
Yeah, they're like going into respiratory distress and some shit like that. Like I briefly caught like 3 seconds of it this morning, so I am an expert.
And the people of
I feel that you would be an expert even if you didn't catch 3 seconds.
The tourism company of the tourism
board
of the Dominican Republic says, dude, 10 people die here a year. Come here on vacation. Nothing new.
So they're brushing it under like it's not a big deal?
Well,
people come here and die all the time. Welcome to murder tourism.
It's like one of the safest places to go. But there is now this new conspiracy theory that something is going on that's killing Americans in the Dominican Republic if you go there for vacation.
Oh, no, I think it's something in the alcohol. I think...
But they have... The tourism board has promised... that all of the alcohol is coming from American companies. They're branded. Like, it's Jack Daniels you're actually getting.
Yes, but after you open the bottle of Jack Daniels, it is now open and you can put anything you want in the alcohol. The only thing alcohol kills is hopes and dreams. Or in a few bacterium.
That's my life story.
It's hot in here.
You're high.
So hot.
You're so high. You want a hair tie? Oh,
no, I have one.
Well,
maybe I'll just put my hair up like I know.
Do you want me to shave your head? Are you that high yet? Can I shave your head?
No.
Okay, thought I'd try.
Well,
it was worth a try.
I know.
Okay, so that was my opener. Conspiracy theories. Hey, you guys in chat, if you have a favorite conspiracy theory, what is it? You know, just so you know, I love conspiracy theories, but I don't believe a goddamn one.
No.
None of them?
None of them.
No, we believe in science and logic.
Yeah, I want to believe that aliens seeded this planet. I want to believe that some Chinese-looking guy over in Asia who was an alien came down and created the Asians, and someone landed in Africa, and they created all those, and someone landed over in South America. And
Are we
created all
talking about
them.
Stargate now?
Yes.
He'd like to
Your
show you
screen's
his
black.
phone.
Your screen's black.
Johnny, you can't show us porn in the middle of our show. I don't want to see your dick pic.
Robert Mueller agrees to publicly testify to Congress. Oh, that's we
Oh, is that
cannot.
breaking
Wait,
news?
I'm gonna read.
The capacity is not.
Show 420 is off to a great start, Jasper.
Just so you know, I am not at the capacity with which I can discuss politics at the moment because I'm just going to sit here and chant libertarian, libertarian.
Lionel wants to marry you, Toxie O'Shea.
Did you see my response? I mean,
You have hot bod.
I can put him in touch with my ex-husband. He will tell him that is not a good idea.
I'm not even married to her, and I'll tell you that's not a good idea.
Jasper says this show is about to go off the rails.
Way to sell me up, kiddo.
Woo! I mean, she's a great lay, don't get me wrong, but she can't cook. So.
Rita says, look, the Dominican Republic issues is just alcohol poisoning. Because when you're on vacation, you fucking drink a lot. I agree with you, Rita.
You know what's crazy?
Because you know why? Because that's science.
I went on vacation.
Rita, we are going to talk 420, so start smoking, because someone's got to catch up to these fuckers.
She said, why did I roll this?
We are going to talk 420, so roll it and smoke it.
Do you still have the foil, and you can tell everybody what we ate?
So I went camping with my partners. I speak loud. I don't have the foil.
Okay.
Oh, mine have. No, I don't have foil.
Okay.
So we went camping with my partners, and the lady portion of my partner brought some edible chocolates, and I just realized that these are different from what she brought me, but and they were delicious, and they were sugar-free. I'm a diabetic. I don't do the whole sugar candy thing, so I'm gonna show Facebook first, cause y'all were here first. This is the chocolate that I ate. We ate it at about 6:20. I don't know if it's backwards or not. Well, fuck it. Now I'm gonna walk over here.
Too close. Oh, there it goes. Perfect.
And then I'll walk way over here.
Don't trip on any of the
I'm
cords.
not- there's no cords over there.
Okay.
Just trip on my own feet as usual.
And you both had the same, right?
Yes.
Okay.
She was like, I went up to my bud tender to the same little place I go. I'm not going to give him a shout out. But anyway, she's an adorable little young woman. And she says, I show her, because I cruised their menu. And I picked off their menu and I said, I want this. And she said, that's just one dose. And I said, I'll take 2. And she said, are you sure? And I said, they're not both for me. And she's like, okay. And so she went and she got them and she brought them back and I paid for them. Less than you will, though, because I get a locals discount.
Wait,
You know
that's
what
a thing?
when I unwrapped
Yeah.
it, you know what it reminded me of? Do you remember those square chunky bars, I think they're called?
Yes.
That's what it
I know
reminded me
you're
of.
talking
It
about.
looked like a
chunky
square.
They were chunky chocolates. And here's, I'm going to tell you, so we're in the car, and I drove. So apparently, as you mentioned earlier, the alcoholic's going to be the one who stays sober.
She said, the alcoholic is running this narcotics meeting.
Yes. Apparently I'm running the
This is not Narcotics
alcohol.
Anonymous. Clearly, we are not anonymous.
Nope.
Also, we're not on narcotics. Just so you know, weed is not a narcotic.
You were the one who
Technically.
said it. You're literally
I
arguing
know.
with yourself. Like, you're arguing your own words. So, anyway.
Like a dude with a ladder walked by. Inside.
I hope it's a wrestling match. Like, please let it be a
I'm down
wrestling
for
match.
this.
So, I totally forgot. Oh, so we're in the
OMG,
vehicle. And she's unable to get hers open. And so she's digging, like, she whips this tool out of her bag. And she's like, I got some little handy scissors, and pulls out this little thing. And it's this little miniature pair of scissors. And she's like, cutting it on the, and she reaches back and she's like, here, I opened it for you. And she's like halfway through it. She's like, I already got mine.
I just used my teeth.
you were, so then you had to, use your own.
Some
You
of
were
us
nice
use
and neat.
tools.
You were nice and neat. You were back there like chocolate
I had
everywhere.
chocolate,
chocolate
all
on her
over my
fingers?
hands.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I broke it into pieces. I don't like to bite into cold chocolate.
Yeah. So she just ate hers. I sucked on mine.
Yes, you did.
She did. So she sucked on hers, which, I mean, I totally understand that.
Which gave you a
Savor
whole
the
different...
flavor.
It gave you a whole different sensation, though, because she asked me in the car almost when we got here, does your tongue feel okay?
Because I sucked on it, and so I probably absorbed quite a bit. I probably absorbed quite a bit more of the THC quite a bit faster than you did because I sucked on it, got it all over the mucus membranes in my mouth. And
that sounds so sexy. Like,
mucus membranes.
If I had a penis, I would want you on it right now. With
My
mucus membranes.
My moist mucus membranes.
It doesn't make it better. It doesn't make it better.
Okay.
So your pie hole.
My mouth was
mouth.
coated in chocolate tinted THC, or THC tinted chocolate. Can't decide which one it is just yet. And so my whole mouth kind of went tingly and a little bit numbish. It still is.
Okay.
Like, oh, can you touch your tongue? Can you feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can still feel it.
Ooh, I have this trick. Okay, I can stick my tongue out and I can touch the tip of my nose. Ready?
She missed her nose.
First, she did miss her nose. Second, I learned that when my daughter was in kindergarten, and one of the other students came up and they're like, oh, I got a little trick.
There we go.
It's like horrible dad joke night.
Can you pull your pants up to under your boobs? You gotta turn for the camera. It's not just, it's you. It's not enough for me to get the joy of this. You've got to share these things. So anyway,
I warned you.
Just a few things really quick. Jasper, we definitely want to talk about O.J. Simpson being on Twitter today, except I didn't know he was on Twitter.
He's been on Twitter for a few days now.
Has he?
His first tweet was about taking revenge or something.
Jesus.
Getting even. That's right.
I mean, that seems smart. Jesus, OJ. So, we have Rita. Sucker bite, different experiences for sure for everyone involved. I mean, I'm just saying, for everyone involved. Your moist mouth went tingly, of course.
My moist.
And David, can't wait to see you in Vegas either. So, yay.
Where are you
I don't even
going?
know what she's doing.
Where is she going?
She's throwing away the lid of her. She brought chips and
Ranch dip.
She brought chips and dip. Are you? Why would you bring?
Don't put the.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. My goodness.
They don't pay us.
Okay. Why would you eat tortilla chips with dip, ranch dip?
It's
and
just
not
like
salsa?
having
On a
ranch
microphone.
Doritos.
So you gotta turn your mouth when you chew, or that's all
Or
anybody's
it's gonna
going
be
to
an
hear.
ASMR.
It's a crunchy ASMR 420 video today.
No. Here, no. Shh. You're not doing it right. You gotta be right. And now we're gonna open the bag. The bag is now.
ASMR is boring. I just have to tell you. It's so fucking boring.
Some of it makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up, and I'm just like, oh God, do it again.
I like watching art videos,
Are these flavored?
but they have to be
Are they
high
flavored?
speed.
No.
I cannot. I'm gonna tell you something. I cannot watch YouTube at
One-
1.0.
Really?
It's 1.5 or higher.
Do you
and
watch
the
our
majority of
show?
them are 1.75.
Do you watch ours?
1.5.
Do we sound like chipmunks?
No.
Do I sound even
Because-
more like a chipmunk than I do in real life?
Because in real life, we talk really fucking slow. There are so many silences in between all of our little parts and pieces that we do that I have to speed up our videos. We are horrible.
What is that thing called when you have a condition where you can't listen to someone eat? I'm trying to think of what it's called because I'm pretty sure
You have developed that condition?
I've developed it within the past 37 seconds.
I must be
No,
far
I
away
actually-
enough. I can't
actually
hear her.
do. My boss eats nuts. We're in a small office and she has a
These are my boss eats nuts.
So she has this huge bag of nuts, and like she'll sit there and then she'll eat nuts, and I'm there like I'm gonna stab my eyeball with a pen. Like it's really hard.
There are a lot of people who have that condition. It doesn't bother me.
This ranch dip is not good.
No.
It's too much
It's
celery.
called being high and hungry. That's what Sierra said. As we were walking in, she was literally rolling a bag and a cooler. She brought 2 gallons of iced tea. And she said she knows how she is high, so she was just being prepared.
Well, last week she told us all about her weekend experience being high all night long.
Yeah. So there's 2 highs. There's this high, which is where I'm sort of functional. And then there's the high that I ended Saturday on, where I was not.
We were not.
Mm-mm.
Didn't you say you sat the whole time with your arms crossed?
I have RB body. Like, I don't even have
Everybody.
RBF.
RBF,
I don't just have face. It's body.
RBR, RBB.
RBB.
So
Resting
let's
bitch body.
let's jump
'Cause I
back.
mostly stand around like this.
Let's jump back. So let's just say somebody was coming to Las Vegas for the first time, and they wanted to experience what you all are experiencing right now.
Uh-huh.
Let's go back to the bud tender that you mentioned before.
So here's the process as I understand it in most of the places. You go and you register. You give them your ID. You have to be 21 or older. If you're part of their, like, fan club or whatever rewards thing they have, they log you in, all that shit. And then your info gets sent back to the actual weed room. And then you go into the weed room. Well, at some places you have to wait outside. But at the one I go to, they let you mill about inside the weed room. And they have, like, chairs and tables to sit at and stuff, so you just sit and wait till they call your name. And then the bud tender, who is inevitably going to be at least 15 years younger than you,
Of course.
asks you what you want, or what are you looking for? What kind of high are you looking for? She didn't get that opportunity. She's like, how can I help you today? God, I pulled their menu up on my phone because I wanted to do it early, and I knew what I was getting. So I showed it to her. I said, I'd like one of these. She said, that's only 1 dose. I said, I'll take 2. And she said, haven't I told this story already?
Yeah, so we didn't want that story again. I just
We
wanted
didn't
to
need that
give-
part.
Okay.
So a lot of people, we have a lot of people coming into Vegas next month, like a lot of people, and we'll talk about the different events happening. And events happening next year already, and it's insane. But if you come to Vegas, first your Uber driver, because if you're in Vegas, you're going to take Uber or Lyft. I mean, let's get real. That's how you get around in this town. You're going to ask them to take you to a facility. And you're going to do it to a dispensary, and you're going to do it because Uber and Lyft drivers get a bonus when they take you there, and they
It's
really
called a kickback.
a kickback. But it's
just like the strip joints used to do to
it's
the
like a
taxi cab
legal.
drivers.
Yeah,
It's legal, but you want them to get that because Uber drivers and Lyft drivers don't actually make as much as you think they do for all the wear and tear they put on their vehicle. So
You show up.
go to your Uber or your Lyft. They will know the good ones to go to. They'll take you. You go in. You bring your ID, and there's individuals in there who will help you
They're called bud tenders.
decide what you want. They all have security in there. I have a friend who he's a big dude, probably 6'7", and he's a security at one of the places, and he just posted a photo on Instagram where they had him, I guess, carrying supply into the back where they separate it. It's like these 3 big huge bags of weed, and he's like walking like this with these big huge bags. So you're safe in there. Yeah, they have lots of different individuals kind of keeping watch.
There is a ridiculous amount of regulation that goes into this.
There is.
Right down to, like, every batch has to be independently tested. Like, there's a bunch of shit that has to, like, that there's no PCP or anything in it. There's no, like, federal guidelines for
Here, can I see that?
weed stuff.
No, your package. They also have to, when they give you, like, measurements as to what's in there, like, when your product has been tested, how it's packaged, when to use it by, how much of everything is actually located in there. So it's not some like sketchy dude off the street corner anymore that you're buying it from.
You're not buying a little bud in a fucking doggy bag anymore. Like, once they give it to you, I have it. Hold on.
Yeah, that's the word. Thank you. That's what I'm looking for, Rita. Safe, tested, and controlled. That's what it is. So you know that you're getting something that is essentially what it says it is. So you don't have to, you know, kind of worry.
Sierra can't seem to stay in her chair.
So at the weed place, at the weed place, this is what I bought. But I didn't walk out with it like this, and you don't get to walk out with a baggie. They put it in this like nondescript bag, but the thing about this bag is that it closes really well.
It's sealed, and you have to have one of those or you pay for it. You either bring your own or you pay for it.
Oh no, mine gives it to you for free.
Really? Mm-hmm. The ones I've been to, because I buy CBD oil, they make you pay for it.
Anyway, it seals up super tight so your kids can't get into it unless they're super smart or can read, and you have to like open it in a special way. And yeah, so it's a little, it doesn't say I bought weed on the outside of it or anything, and it's not clear so you can't see what's in it. Most of them use a bag like this.
Along with those are papers inside, which I guess give you more information.
Does that one have it? Because in this case it's on, I think everything you need is on the package.
Yeah, but there's papers in there too.
I think I'm not high. I mean, I am high. No, it's just my receipt.
So the process is pretty simple. That's what you were trying to get to, right?
Right.
Warning. This product may have intoxicating effects and may be habit forming. Keep out of reach of children. This is a marijuana product. Sorry.
So the whole purpose of it, or of us mentioning this, is that I know, at least for myself, the first time I walked in, I took my sister in with me, who, you know, basically is a pro, whether it's on the street corner or in a dispensary. And, you know, she kind of walked me through it, but I was nervous. I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know if everyone was going to sit around smoking. I didn't know if they were going to be pushy. I had no idea what to expect. So it's definitely much more chill and regulated, you know, than you would assume.
So I figured for some reason, I don't know why, I thought more places in the country had marijuana that was legal.
Nope.
But that's medical marijuana. There are only 11 states that have legalized recreational marijuana.
And Hawaii's not one of them, which really weirds me out, because that's like where everybody grows their weed.
Yeah, everybody could die there too. I mean, they got lava everywhere. You could like fall into a lava flow and fall off a cliff and drown in the ocean.
You think that's any different than some high-ass idiot running around in Vegas? We got fucking volcanoes and oceans here too.
So I'm going to tell you
I'm
going to tell y'all a cute little employment fact. Even though a state may they may be approved to sell recreational marijuana, your employer can still terminate your employment or refuse you employment because it's based on a federal law. The exception, as of January 1st, will actually be Nevada, which will be one of the first where the employer cannot turn you down if you have marijuana. And if you test positive for marijuana, they can't, well, if they do, they can, but if you test positive, at their expense, you get to test again. Because the test, trust me, I piss test people for a living. All the tests are the same. They automatically include the marijuana test as part of it. Right. So they can test for everything else, but if you test positive for marijuana, I can't deny you employment. There's going to be some exceptions. A couple positions in drivers will be an exception, and then like EMT professionals, and they'll kind of, surgeons. So they're kind of going to build on that list. I want to say most probably will be more focused in healthcare. But for the most part, in Nevada, they won't be able to.
Did you just
deny
say
you
Nevada?
I just heard that.
She's from Pennsylvania.
She's from Pennsylvania. She's from the Trump part of Pennsylvania.
Gotcha.
The Super Trump, like 100% city voted
Yes. I'm from the area that had the highest population for Trump rallies.
For those of you who don't know, it's not Nevada.
It's Nevada.
It's Nevada.
Nevada.
It's all the same to me. Y'all know where I'm talking about. Y'all know where I'm talking about. But for employment purposes, if you live here,
When is that going
pretty
to take
soon,
place?
I believe January 1st, 2020 is when it'll officially take
6
place.
months?
But up until then, honestly, if you pop positive right now, they can still, you know, still
Fire
turn you
you.
down. Now, I think that there will be some exceptions as far as
I hope
if you're
so.
in a position and you cause an accident. You know, I don't know if the test will be smarter to determine if it was in your system from a day ago or if it was in your system from an hour ago. That would be great, but anyway.
The audio on this show is going to be amazing.
Illinois became the latest state to approve recreational marijuana.
Yeah,
Yeah, eventually
11th
we all
state.
will. Here in Las Vegas, Nevada, did I do it right?
No.
Nevada.
Yes.
Here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Or maybe
The
don't got a
money-
tortilla chip.
The money from the sale of the marijuana was supposed to go to schools, but it's not because of a loophole technicality, which still leaves our schools ranked, I don't know, 5 from the bottom, if not
I think
further
the-
down.
I think the last poll or the last map that I saw was 35.
No, we're much
No,
further
we're
down
far
than
for
that.
we're in the
But that
40s.
must have been for something else then.
It had to be for something else. I'm telling you, we're in the bottom 5, if not bottom 2. I really think like Alabama's below us and
Mississippi.
maybe Mississippi. So yeah, so bottom 3. So all this money is actually stuck in a rainy day fund somewhere that they can't get that loophole to actually get the money to apply it to the schools. So, but
She wants to comment, but she can't. See, I'm telling you, if you're on YouTube and you're watching this video, just put us on 1.5.
she just said, Rita said, step away from the chips and talk to us. She's not going to. Pretty soon she's going to tip the bag and she's just going to be like,
Okay. Okay, so here's the thing.
She said, okay.
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 I'm high as fuck. I can't hold conversations. And I did warn some bitches about this shit before I did it. I'm 100% positive I've told everyone I'm the idiot in the corner playing with their lips, giggling and eating the chips. That's me. That's what we're doing right now.
Yes, but just so you know, the biggest proponent of doing Show 420 was her.
I forgot it was show 420 until she texted us. And she's like, essentially happy 420.
Let's get this shit on the road.
All right, so what were we going to say?
About what?
You cleared your throat, you swallowed your chips, and then you went on.
You swallowed! You swallowed! I'm so proud!
Unfortunately,
Like a big day for my baby!
it was so chunky.
No! That is never good! That is never good!
Thank God for pineapple, right?
Yeah,
Back
buddy.
away from the chunky shit. Honestly, that is never good. No, no.
You've seen me eat breakfast?
You're horrible.
She totally forgot
And
what
hey,
her topic
really
was.
quick,
I did.
I'm gonna step back for a moment. What is it with you motherfuckers posting pictures of breakfast that's layered on with shit, like putting your sauces
Okay.
on your breakfast, and then fucking tagging me in the photos, and then this motherfucker keeps re-tagging me, so it keeps coming up on my motherfucking feed. It's horrible.
You're mad at breakfast?
You're monsters. You're monsters.
How are you mad at breakfast?
So, okay. So, Desiree Devine and I both love corned beef hash with an egg and well, I don't know what else she puts in it, but we basically love, we call it a poor Irishman's breakfast. We were poor Irishmen. You know, it's hash browns, corned beef hash, and an egg, kind of medium soft, medium.
But then you go and put like hot sauce and ketchup and mayo. I don't know what the fuck else
No,
you
no
put
mayo.
on there.
Hot sauce, ketchup, sometimes mustard if I want a little zing in it, but never mayo. And
So
it's
it's just
delicious.
the hash browns with eggs.
Yeah.
They are all gushed together.
Yeah, you cut it all up, turn it into sort of like a mush, and eat it.
I don't care about that. The
I
only
do.
thing, the
They
only
would do it
mush,
when we're
the only
together.
breakfast mush I care about is pancakes and eggs.
Grits.
Oh my god.
I love me some
No,
grits.
I can't handle it. And so, when we would go out to eat, drunk late at night, they would always get this and then pile their plates up with shit. And so Desi had some the other day, and of course tagged me. And
Because
then
she knew she didn't like it.
Yes, because it's an ongoing thing. Like, it grosses me out. It makes me gag. And I put a lot of things in this gullet that don't make me gag, but that is one of them. So this
My
fucker
breakfast.
kept kept
I only tagged you
tagging
once.
me in it. But then you were commenting on it again.
Oh, yeah.
So
But I
it
only
keep
tagged you
coming up
once.
in the feed.
One of my favorite breakfasts is breakfast burritos.
That's fine. It's all wrapped in a
It
blanket.
was so good that I made up a song. I can't sing it now. I have no idea. I made it up as
I want a breakfast burrito for dinner now. When I leave here, I'm getting a motherfucking
I'm
breakfast
telling
burrito.
you,
Do I have
breakfast
any
burritos are the best.
eggs?
With hot sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have any eggs?
I
I'm
think
gonna go
I'll
home
add
and
some
make
mayonnaise
eggs.
to it too.
Ooh.
You lost me there. I was so... No.
So I am weird. And I like my hot dogs anyway, but American, ketchup and mustard. I'll eat them that way if that's all that's available. But my favorite condiment to put on a hot dog is mayonnaise and sriracha.
You're the worst.
Sometimes a little cheese on top. Or, I like Chicago dogs with all the weird stuff all up in them. I like them like that.
Rita wants to hear the song.
This morning I had a breakfast burrito. This is my new credo. Only eat burritos for breakfast. I don't know. I can't remember. It rhymed though.
Can we sell that?
Can you?
Can we copyright it?
We
or
need to
what's the
clip
word?
that. We need that to be clipped, and I need that as my ringtone. Every time you bitches text me, it'll be like, I just had a breakfast burrito.
One more time. All together now.
What? I just had a breakfast burrito.
This is my new credo.
This song better be finito. Now that we all participate, we can all make money off of that one.
That'd be nice.
For some reason, we can't make money off of anything.
That's true. We're not good at this.
Fucking
We are
worst.
not good at this.
How much do we make?
Our Patreon is down to under $20 a month.
Oh, Lord.
Aw.
But it did pay for our website, so yay.
I mean,
How do you expect these bitches to get weed if you don't?
No. Most of that stuff, none of that stuff comes
I know.
from
It doesn't come to the fun stuff. It goes to the important things
we
behind
gotta
the scenes. So.
keep the lights on and shit. Or at least the website up.
Yep, website up.
And of course our access to Pornhub.
I just had a poor man's Dorito.
I told you this song was finito.
Completo. I'm gonna die
I
like
cannot
Does
deal
that
with
include
you.
taquitos?
I cannot
Oh,
deal
those
with
are her
you,
favorite.
Bambitos.
Everything's rhymed with that. Everything rhymes with burritos.
Quesadilla doesn't. Neither does murder. So let's move on.
Speaking of crows,
murder. Call.
Don't apologize. You're fucking hilarious.
Oh God, I gotta this way.
I think the drugs
Did
are
you need to
kicking
take
in.
your shirt off? No, I'm kidding. I'm trying to get y'all to do things you don't normally.
We used to show
We
the
used to do
bras
bra
all the
shots.
time.
Yeah, but now we're on YouTube. We can't do that. And
you
Facebook
did it when
Live.
you were on YouTube.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
No,
We
it's the
did.
Facebook Live. We can't do the
You can
titty
show
shots
bra
on.
on Facebook Live.
Are you fucking kidding me?
How many guys send me pictures of their dicks? You think you can't show
Hey,
bra on
They don't
Facebook?
care. Do
Okay.
you know how often?
Facebook Live.
Yeah. Do you know how often they take down girls who are wearing bikinis who are big, just because of their skin
That's
to
Instagram.
clothing rate? No. Facebook does the same thing.
Hey, you tech savvy people over there on Facebook, download the video right now. I know you know how. Go to whatever website you need to download this video right now.
In case we lose it.
Case we lose it, that way if she does happen to show us her bra and we get kicked off Facebook, we still have a
Then
copy.
we'll still have the original.
Oh yeah, that's true. I could always
Like,
just
because
post that.
we have the professional video.
I
You could make good
have
backup.
everything I've shot all the way back to the beginning.
Nice.
Your green toes rhyme with burritos.
Well, that's kind of gross.
We need other words that end in etos.
Cheetos.
Cheetos.
Your favorite.
All right, what are we talking about?
Red Vinos.
Where are the red vines?
There are no red vines.
Why am I here? Why?
Because you are our designated driver this
That's
evening.
true. That's true.
Usually. The Lyft driver's our designated driver.
I know, usually.
Yes,
That's
Johnny.
true.
Okay, I need to find a dispensary that has marijuana-infused red vines.
You
can
can't have
do
those
that.
in the studio. All of your shows would never get done.
That's true. I would just sit and drool.
Maybe not.
Johnny sits here, especially on Tuesday, the night of our show. He is here all motherfucking day. From like 7 a.m., right?
No, 9.
9.
9 to 9.
From 9 a.m. till when we get done.
You be the seat so.
He cannot have marijuana-infused Twizzlers in here. or
Because this
red
is
vines.
what every show will look like,
That's
and I
right.
will gain 500 pounds. God, I took
So
on
here's what we want to touch on. I mean, I'm sure there was a lot more we want to talk about. Burritos with hot Cheetos. Oh, yeah.
I want to talk...
Angelica. Is it Angelica? Anelica? I think I call you Angelica every time.
Annalicia.
No, I really think it's Angelica.
Annalicia.
Just say I'm right. Just say I'm right.
My
Just say
sister...
Topsy, you're right.
I can't say my sister's name. It's very close to Annalicia, though.
It
It
is.
could be Annalicia. But really, I thought
But
it
you
was
want to call her
Angelica.
what?
I thought it was Angelica. I thought I heard someone else say that. Pronounce it that way. I mean, I know what her name
Annalicia
is, but because I can
Anakia.
pronounce it, I smile and nod. And I purposely don't call someone by their name because I don't want to call it wrong. Even though I know their name, I just don't. Anyway, just call her Anna. Well, that works.
Yeah, but she wants to know if it's a hill...
But I want to know if I'm right. I want to know if I'm right. If I'm adding in the...
You're so high.
She wants to know if there's a...
She is right. I don't know if they mean me or you guys, but I'm going to go with me. Because I like that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Here's what we're going to talk about.
Say something.
And I need, here's
Real
the
talk.
deal though. I need you two fabulous friends to have a little cool when we talk because we're Switzerland.
Oh yeah, the drama bomb that's
We're
happened.
Switzerland.
We are.
So,
I want to try this.
okay, you can do it. You can do it.
This is attempt number 1.
Attempt numero uno. In all corners of the BBW community, it seems like little drama bombs have been going off, causing a lot of havoc and various and sundry other bullshit. And we're going to be Switzerland because that's our job, is to remain unbiased.
Official. This
here's-
is the,
we're
wait, no.
officially
This is the
Switzerland.
official statement of Cincinnati.
So here's the only reason we mention it. We got called out for not talking about things going on in the community. And I feel that there's a lot of people involved, and it's not just any one thing. There's a lot of things.
There's a lot of different things.
A lot of different things going on. And personally, you know, some I find appalling. Some, I don't even know what she's doing. Some we may agree with, some we may disagree with. Some I have absolutely shocked that, you know, that people would do or say whatever they are. However, as a show, we're here to entertain you.
That's right.
As we've said many
and
times.
we have been fucking entertained. Are you not entertained?
This is Bounty! Okay, so we're just gonna be, honestly, we have to be unbiased like the rest of media should be, and that's the way we're gonna stay.
I don't think we have to be unbiased. We don't know everything. We don't know
Right.
all the facts about all the drama.
Right.
Here's why.
No, we don't need to go here.
We're not investigative reporters. So it's not
true.
our job to go
I
out there and find out
said
what
this. I
all
said
of it
this. This is what I said when I was first approached 2 weeks ago. Why we didn't address something that was going on, and I said, "Listen, like we're not Anderson Cooper.
No.
If we were, I would fucking jerk myself off all the time because he's hot. Like,
I would take ribs out and suck my own dick.
I
like,
would,
that's
right?
for
Right?
real.
I would be better at yoga
I'd be like,
so I could suck
"Oh,
myself
oh,
off. Like, we're not Anderson Cooper. We are here to entertain you. Maybe you'll learn a little something, and maybe not. But we're also not here to sway you one way or another. We have a lot of friends in the community that are being negatively impacted by it, and on a personal level,
I'm going to tell you, on a personal level, it's hard to watch.
it is hard
It
to
is.
watch.
It's hard to
And-
watch the words that are coming out of their mouths. It's hard to watch the reactionary actions that happen on the other side, and it just hurts at some of the behavior that we see.
Right. So I will say, in many cases, the only thing that I will kind of add to it, I feel a lot of people have, not a lot, but in some cases, people have come out and spoke their truths. I'm always a firm believer in speaking your truth, whether it's pretty, whether it's ugly, or no matter what it is. I do believe in speaking your truth. However, at some point, we just have to fit. Are you okay?
Comments. So first off, Vendetta says, I got my real doll repoed. Wendy says, and Toxie, remember, for me, it's pronounced Wendy.
I read Wendor.
Anyway, so if we're not coming out, making a statement with you, or publicly sharing our support of you, it doesn't mean that we don't. It just means that we're here to entertain. And
On a personal level, I am too lazy to give a fuck.
That's why our
so that's
statement is
for
officially.
her. That's for her. I'm not. I do give a fuck. I have very strong feelings
all do.
in many
We all do,
regards. I
but-
don't like seeing people hurt. I don't like seeing what's torn up. Like, people in general in the BBW community, we face a lot of obstacles in our day-to-day life that we have to kind of fight to overcome, or mentally prepare to overcome, or get past certain hurdles that we've already had. And I just feel like this is more of in general, a safe space. But
To get high and eat this really gross ranch
apparently.
dip.
I want this happens in every community. Any
so it
kind
does, no
of
matter what
community.
it is. In your geek communities, I'm certain this happens.
Mm-hmm.
In the your gamer communities, in the soccer, my other soccer community, this kind of shit happens.
And it
it's
goes
the
away.
one that it does. It's the one that I would hope it wouldn't happen in, but it does. And the only reason we're bringing it up now is we just want people to know that by us not standing up in support, it's not that we don't care or love people or love all of our friends in the community. But again, we are Switzerland. And we like
I
Swiss
think
cheese.
Switzerland has actually taken a side now.
Yeah, no, we're Switzerland
Well,
World
what the
War
fuck else?
One.
Yeah.
We're fucking Antarctica. How about that? Everybody can visit, nobody gets to own us.
And we'll just freeze you out.
Nobody can own us.
Yeah.
You can visit all you want. Nobody's gonna own this.
No, but that's the way it is, right? Anybody can. We would.
Isn't
Anyone.
Antarctica? Oh, one of my favorite conspiracies about Antarctica is that there's a whole civilization underneath that ice.
There is.
Anyway, Antarctica's
like it.
melting. I don't want to be Antarctica.
It's still the coldest place
Why
on
would
Earth.
it be
so.
melting? There's no such thing as global warming.
Bitches, it's not global warming. It's global climate change. Some places are getting colder. The northern part of our country. Some people are getting hotter.
Yeah, for those of
Fucking
you
Vegas.
who are flat earthers, that's the outer rim. And the inner donut.
You can't expect me to, I smell the ranch and the chips, and I can't, I'm not high, but I'm fat, so one of those is overpowering, and right now it's the fatness, so I have to partake in the chips.
Do you like the dip? Because she doesn't
It's all
like
right.
the dip.
It's a little stink.
It's too much celery.
Steak.
It's too much celery.
What does
Ranch
that mean?
should have more dill in it.
I actually make Homemade ranch. And by homemade, it means I put the packets into some sour cream. Bitches! I just
Anna, she just showed me. I just
She
saw
did.
the
I
way
was
that
wrong.
you're supposed to.
Anna
I was
Lisha.
wrong. It's Anna Lisha.
She said, I don't understand why they put it out there instead of keeping it between the two people. It's irritating. Yes! That's true.
Vendetta. I don't know what happened, but I find it funny how Toxie kind of sounds like the jock that becomes friends with the nerds in an 80s movie. Mostly? Because it's true.
I am the nerds in the 80s movie. I don't understand.
Toxie's the leader tonight.
That's what happens when y'all get high. Then I become the smart one.
I want to talk about the alien predator feud conspiracy theory.
She's like talking about flat Earth. She's mispronouncing her. What was it? Something nerdy-ish. What did you say earlier?
I don't mispronounce words. I might have said the wrong thing. Flat Earth, whatever, people.
There you go. That was it.
Earth flat Earth.
Earth flatters.
Flat Earth. Earth flat people. I'm an Earth flatterer, bitch.
You're so pretty.
A friend of mine, okay. A friend of mine, during a conversation last week, said to me, I am, for those of you who don't know, I am a calligrapher. And
an amazing calligrapher, by the way.
But because of that interest, I also study writing. And I have like this fascination with the history of writing, where it comes from.
She can literally do a 4-hour-long lecture on it.
I could totally.
I've been to it.
If I had the accreditation, I could totally be a professor.
Yeah.
Right? Well, maybe not that much. I'm like amateur.
Community college teacher.
Community college. I would rock at being a community college teacher. Anyway, he says to me in this conversation that Egyptian writing probably started before cuneiform, which is where they put a stick inside clay, and so you got these little marks, hash marks everywhere, like they're counting their weed, right? Because that's how writing started.
Or like they're getting ready to post on Twitter.
Yeah, that's right. And I swear I almost had a heart attack, because it's been hundreds of years. Cuneiform, Sumerian writing, Mesopotamian writing, the cradle of civilization writing came first. Egyptians kind of stole it and used it as their own. I did so much research last week. I hurt my head. I mean, it literally hurt.
Now you understand. When you put too much information in there, it hurts.
Only to
Now
be
you
proven
get it.
correctly by this other professor lady who wrote a paper. So I want to write a paper.
So here's one thing that I'd like to kind of throw out. If you do have anything that you need calligraphy for, like invitations or party things or special announcements, you do for professionally, and you can be commissioned. Thank you.
Yeah.
You can be commissioned.
For a single piece or for invitations, or I also do logo design. I designed the logo for Sin City Bounty. That was like in a bar though, after drinking a bunch.
That's
On a
good
fucking
enough.
napkin.
Yeah,
Like literally.
on a napkin.
Listen, every part of our origin story, according to mass media, means that at almost 9.5 years of this, we should be billionaires. We started in a bar, writing shit on napkins. We did it from our fucking living rooms.
We did it from other people's living rooms.
We schlepped all our shit into a shitty van and drove it across town for a gig. Like, everything about our origin story means we should be fucking billionaires now. We're like $15 right now. Like,
We were. Here's what it was. I think we were
hold on.
two.
We've been on air for
9.5 years.
Okay, so we got 6 more months. Because it's always after 10 years. After 10 years of hard work,
bitches.
we only have 6 more motherfucking months.
Boom, bitches, February next year. It's actually like 8 more months.
Yeah.
February next year. What? I'm going to retire.
We'll be doing the show from the beach.
Fuck yeah.
But our best
Come on,
thing to
Johnny
do
Fever,
is-
put on
is
your
to
Speedo.
rebrand the podcast piece, because that's what's hot right now. People pay to go see podcasters, believe it or not.
I actually thought about traveling to another state, into another city to see my favorite podcasters in their first live tour ever. Like,
They do live tours and they make money.
what?
Meanwhile, we can't even go up and get $10 in Mesquite. I don't understand.
We can't make
We're in
$20
Peru
on
giving hand jobs
Patreon.
to get gas to come back. What's the...
We need BuzzFeed to pick us up. We need, like, that. That
We
would
need
work.
that.
My favorite touring podcast is the Murder Girls. You remember the name of
My favorite murder!
That's the one.
I don't even listen to it, and I know that's
My
what it
favorite
is.
murder.
Just for the record, and I know we've talked about this many times, but I'm going to mention it one more time. Every time somebody asks who your favorite podcasts are,
Sorry.
this one writes out an entire list
I have a
and
spread in
never
my bullet journal.
includes us. And every single motherfucking time, I have to go back in and go, also Sin City Bunny.
This is probably why we're only 15ers right now.
Yep.
We're not salesmen. That's not what we do.
All right. I'm going to sell this bitch, guys. I'm going to sell this bitch before our 10 years.
You know you've been saying that for like 3 years.
I have been saying for 3 years. Listen, I'm going to get
Damn.
my fucking booty shorts, and I'm going to sell this bitch.
I went onto Teespring. They do not have booty shorts.
No, I couldn't. So same thing. I couldn't find booty shorts, but I think I'm going to get boy shorts, swimsuit bottoms, and then take it to get the logo printed on the boy shorts.
Well, just let me find out the price of the printer and what's the minimum we can do or whatever.
Right. Because I want to go to the place where Abby had her shirts done.
Yeah, I'm part of another organization and they have too many T-shirts that they need to get rid of. So there has to be a good minimum.
All right. So we'll get that
I wanted
done.
to bitch about one more thing.
We said we have time.
We've got like 5 minutes.
I think he stuck up the 15-minute sign.
Five
Yeah,
minutes.
15. It's okay.
What
Keep
else
going.
you wanna talk
Art. I follow a lot of artists on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all those places.
That's right, fat art.
That's right. And I follow a lot of fat artists. Tony Tales, I love. I love her. Love her graphics, love her art. In fact, on my Facebook gaming profile, the little cartoon of me is done by her for many years ago, and I still use it all over the place. What?
You're doing me.
Am I?
Your eyes were totally just like shut and you were talking.
Okay, so
Do you even know if it's day or night?
there are so many very racist things going through my face right now.
The second BBW artist that I love is Les Toil.
Mm-hmm.
Les Toil, not only is his what are they called? Where the girls look
Portraits.
like superheroes and Toil girls
12 girls.
that you can get. I think they're only like $300. They may have gone up.
You commission it.
Yeah.
And you do one because I actually considered
Yeah.
getting one.
Oh,
I have to.
and you get to design what you just tell him what you want. You just have to send him full body shots and stuff, and then he'll send you samples. And sorry about that. So and then he's got his Jingle Jangle.
You want to cut this shit short?
Hey, and he's got the Jingle Jangle group.
That's a great
Yes,
group.
which I
Right?
love. I do love that.
So just type in Jingle Jangle Les Toil. So I love him. But then there's some other artists on there, and some of them put out some really great stuff. But all of the art that I see right now is highly, highly sexualized.
It's all about the sex.
There is so many.
You giggled at that one. Sorry.
Sorry.
That's because
No.
nobody buys the other shit.
I know.
And that's the honest to God truth.
I wish there was a more push for a more...
I think the guys, it's all aimed towards men. Because it's always men and women.
Well, BBW art comes in essentially two forms. It comes in cartoonish, where the fat chick's sort of the joke sometimes, and maybe whatever. And then there's the highly sexualized. There's a very thin little middle part there.
There's a much bigger middle part that I think you guys realize. I was at someone's house this weekend, and they have the most beautiful art, but it's fat art all over. I mean, even my daughter was like, I love this piece. Like, I want to look this up after.
There's a guy who does statues that I love, and I can't, I'm so sorry I can't remember his name right now. I'll get it for next week.
And I will share my favorite artist. She's a photographer, and it's Substantia Jones for the Adipositivity Project, which is one of my favorites. You'll find many of these parts in some of her photos. More parts than I admit to, like the parts.
I think we're just trying to complain that there's too much sexualized BBW art, and we'd like to see more classic art style.
However,
BBW art.
here's what I'll tell you: with
You can always look at
Substantia,
medieval art.
with Substantia, if you even hop on there, if you hop on her thing and you start sexualizing it, because it's not
She'll block you.
meant for that, she's like, no, like this is. She's spoke at colleges and given seminars and.
Where we at, Johnny?
Less than a minute.
10 minutes.
All right. So next week is 421.
We'll be sober. I might talk.
Ooh,
Maybe.
21, so you can drink.
Woo!
Well, no, that's my holiday. So.
Are we allowed to have alcohol here in the studio?
Yeah, I don't care.
I hope
wanna-
so. I mean,
do we
I've
wanna-
been doing all these
Do
years.
we want to?
Spill it.
Do we want to invite an audience? Well, we tried to invite an audience today. No motherfucker showed up.
Well, it's not like we really advertised it that well.
We did.
Yeah.
So, basically, just
I'm Alexia.
yeah.
Toxie.
I don't know who I am.
That's Sierra, and we'll be back next week.
If you're sober.
Later, bitches.